What's up, everybody? It's Stephen A. Williams, president and founder of the creditrepairshop.com. And in this video, we're going to talk about a portfolio that's been made available by a debt collection firm who bought the debt from Kirby Loans, which is a vacuum cleaning company. They sell vacuums door to door. And this is from the financing that they had available for those clients. It's over 2,165 clients. This is a portfolio, charge-off portfolio from 2017, and the average balance is $1,582. And they say media is available. When they say media is available, that means they have data on where the individual is living. They have the job status, credit, all of that info. That's what they mean by that media is available. Now, one of the crazy things about this is that my wife, when she was right out of high school, actually went and worked as a salesperson for uh, Kirby distributor in our area. And I was asking her for $1,582, uh, how much is the vacuum? And she was like, that's barely making any of the payments. Like if the average balance is $1,582, they probably only made 2 or 3 months worth of their payments, because she said that one of the things that she thought was kind of peculiar was that they were always going to homes of individuals who really couldn't afford to pay for that type of vacuum. And she said that, to think about it now, she can buy any vacuum that she wanted, and she still wouldn't buy a vacuum that was, 1,500, $2,000. That she just wouldn't do it. And so she said that the vacuums did work really well, but they were very heavy. People complained once they got them, it was hard to get upstairs if they had a two-story. And but one of the big things is that they did focus on lower income people. That they would run the sales pitch on them, and they would just run that on. So we can see here $3.4 million in uh, Kirby vacuum cleaner loans, and 2,165 individuals. 2017 is a charge off date, and if we go and look at the statute of limitations, we can see that in some states it's going to be past the statute of limitations. That would be under written contracts. So we would have a 5 year. So you got some states that is right on the button, and then you have some that still going to have a year left, but it's coming close. Here's Kentucky, 15 years, poorest state, but you got the longest statute of limitations for collecting debt. You got Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Maine, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Montana, New Jersey. But this is adjusted. I'm going to have to make an update on this sheet. New York and New Jersey made some adjustments. You got North Dakota, Ohio, Oregon, Rhode Island, South Carolina, South Dakota, Utah, Virginia, Washington State, West Virginia, one of the poorest states in the United States. And look at that. 10-year statute of limitations. Wyoming, 10-year statute of limitation, 8-year on credit card debt. So you could see here that um, not going to be over with for some people who may be in those states. Statute of limitations is going to, it's not going to be past the legal statute of limitations for them to take action, for them to place it on your credit reports. But there is something that you can do about it. So what you can do about it is I want you to grab my 3 pack of letters. If you have any debt collector, not just the Kirby one here, if you have any debt collector coming after you, I want you to grab my 3 pack of letters, and this 3 pack of letters is going to give you the opportunity to be able to fight at the beginning. If you get if you start dealing with a debt collector from the beginning, it is less likely, probably 90% less likely, that they will take further action. They just don't like dealing with people who are going to take them through all of you know, the laws that's going to make them abide by all of the rules and regulations that they have to abide by. They just don't like that. They rather deal with the easy people. And if it's just you out of the 2,165 and they just have one, who do you think they're going to put their focus on? The one that's fighting back or the 2,164 who wouldn't be fighting back? Obviously, it's going to be on the group that doesn't fight back. So grab my 3 pack of letters. I do ask for a donation when you do it. I think it's well worth it. It could save you literally hundreds, and in this case, thousands of dollars. It's going to be my statute of limitations letter, which is for debt that is not that is past the legal statute of limitations. So if you were to receive a debt from a debt collector and you looked and you checked out your state statute of limitations and it was past that date, you only need to send the statute of limitations letter that I give you. You don't need to do any debt validation. You don't need to do any of that type of stuff. You don't need to argue about the debt. It's past the legal statute of limitations for them to collect, and they had to stop coming after you. If it is not past legal statute of limitations to collect, I want you to send the cease and desist collection activities letter, which is the letter that I give you, which will make them understand that you're not going to just sit back and let them just do anything to you, that you're going to challenge every step of the way with them. And then there's a debt validation letter that I give you so you can have the back and forth communications, because they're going to try to send maybe a statement the first time. That's not good enough. You want the original contract, and you want a whole bunch of other stuff that I'm going to show you that is detailed in that letter. All right. If you need help with your credit, please visit us at thecreditrepairshop.com. Watch the video, What Makes Us Different, so you see my 8-point validation process and my 2-phase settlement process. If you need your credit reports and scores, because you're going to need that to see when the charge-off date was, because that's when the statute of limitations starts, not when you had the loans originated, when the loan started. That's not when the statute starts. It starts when the charge-off date. So when the charge-off date happens, that's when the clock starts ticking for the statute of limitations on having to pay a debt. And this is 100% legal. Now, this has nothing to do with the statute of limitations to remain on your credit report. You would have to take other actions to get the debt taken off your credit report, even if it's past the legal statute of limitations to be able to be collected. So I wanted to put that out there so you would not get confused. So you'll need to if you need to get your credit reports and scores, go to the website the3scores.com. You can get your TransUnion, Equifax, Experian credit reports and all 3 scores, and you can look at that charge-off date. Something that I want you to keep your eyes on in the comment section, and you will not get this in those free credit report places. In the comment section, you want to make sure that it does not state something like canceled debt or debt was canceled or canceled by creditor, because if you see that, your debt could actually be forgiven by the original creditor and potentially accidentally sold in a debt bundle batch to a debt collector, and they have no legal rights to even try to collect on that debt, because the IRS is going to be sending you a notification that they're going to consider the money that was forgiven as income, or the amount of that you didn't pay on a loan or whatever as income, and you're going to have to pay taxes on that, which you can get a waiver on that also and not have to pay anything. So watch out for that stuff. So if you want to grab my 3-pack of letters, it's below this video. There's other services that we offer. You can take a look at those. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to the channel. Please post your questions and comments, and please share. And thank you for your time. This is Stephen A. Williams, President and founder of thecreditrepairshop.com.